saw the call come in, they had to look and see what kind of call it was and then decide what truck to take.
Should they take the engine or the ambulance?
They're taking the ambulance, yep.
It's a question firefighters have to ask themselves every day with a moment's notice. But at this fire station, it's always either or, never both.
And there's only 3 people here, and they man the ambulance, the engine, the tender, and a brush rig. Even though we can only take basically one at a time.
One at a time, even though some calls call for both, like car accidents.
It's one of those calls that has a little bit of everything. So if somebody's hurt, there's a medical problem, but the car accident, the spill, if somebody's trapped, or if they start on fire, that's considered a fire. So those calls can bring both of our skill sets to need.
Icy roads keeping firefighters busy lately.
Weather like this, car accidents increase and our motor vehicle accidents because of the wrecks on the road.
But even prior to this week's weather, they were being spread thin.
Here at Snohomish County Fire District number 4, here's how many calls they used to get per year on average. But in those 10 years, their call volume has grown by 34% to this many calls per year.
Something he attributes to both a bigger population and an older one.
As our population in our district ages, then the demand on our services increases.
Since he says nearly 2 out of 3 calls are for medical, and sometimes the calls overlap. Either way, it's impacting response times because their goal is this.
8 minutes for the first unit on scene. The body starts to have problems if we haven't got there, depending on what kind of medical call.
But he says they're only achieving that goal about 60% of the time. So he's waiting on an important decision from the Board of Fire Commissioners.
So if the commissioners decide that they're going to ask the citizens for a levy lift, that would go on the ballot sometimes this fall, either August or November.
And then the voters would be asked if they want to increase their levy back to $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed property value. So he's hoping those at home will get informed.
Just evaluate the need and the facts and make a good decision.
Maddie White, King 5 News.